Hi folks, welcome back to MetaBox Tutorials. Today we're going to figure out how to create the rating feature for products. In my case, it's the restaurants. Specifically, this feature includes a front-end form that allows the customer to rate and provide feedback. Then, we'll have an archive page that shows all the dishes along with the average rating from guests. We'll use MB views to have both of these features. It's not as hard as you might think. Instead of installing MetaBox extensions separately, we highly recommend you use MetaBox all-in-one to have a framework and all the advanced features from the extensions, including MB admin columns to show a post type or a field as a column in the admin screen, MB custom post types to create custom post type for the restaurants and reviews, MB front-end submission to create forms for users to submit their review from the front end, MB views to create template for displaying rating on the page, MB Builder to have UI in the backend to create custom fields and forms visually. I will focus on the two main goals as I said at first, so I skip some basic steps such as creating custom post types, custom fields, and templates for displaying data from the fields to save time. If you don't know how to create them yet, you should check out our previous tutorials on this channel or blog page. Now, let's go. I've already created two custom post types, as you can see here. These are two field groups I have. This one contains some fields to add extra information for the restaurants, since I apply it to the restaurant post type. I entered data and displayed it on the front end using MB views. We'll add the review form on this page after the content. I also use the template for displaying restaurant information. Then add some code. This is to add a line to the page with this content. You can change it as you want. For the rating form, we'll use the MB front-end submission extension. I have had another field group that includes some fields where customers fill in their feedback and information here. Of course, you can create it as your demand. For example, change this field for the product image or media, or use another field type for the rating field instead of the radio as I have. I applied this field group to the review post type. After publishing the field group, you can see a shortcode for the form. Just copy it and paste it into the template of the single restaurant post. I edit it a little bit. This means, besides the custom fields, I want to have a meta box as the post title, and its label is set as name. Now let's see a restaurant on the front end. Our form is shown with all the fields I want. However, pay attention to this field. Normally, you can choose the post from the list, but that seems a bit clunky and time-consuming. I'll get it automatically using JavaScript. Back to the template. Add this code to declare that we'll use the JavaScript library. Then move to this tab to add some code. This is to get the ID from the body classes. Then, the ID of the current post will be saved. These lines are to automatically choose the value of the restaurant that is the same as the ID from the drop-down list. Now, on the form, you can see the post here without selecting. Try entering a review. And it will be saved as a post of the review post type with the post title as the name. We finished the review form. However, I'd like to show the submitted entries on this page so that all customers can see them. So I'll add one more step here to display feedback for the restaurant that the user is currently viewing. Let's go back to our template and add some code. This is to get the ID of the current restaurant. And loop through all the posts of this post type to choose the post that has a value of this field that matches the restaurant ID. For each selected review, we'll show information like this, including avatar, name, review day, rating, and feedback. Simply use the Insert Field button to select the field you want to display. For instance, click on this one to insert the field of avatar, then choose the image size. I also add some div tags and classes for easier styling. Do the same for the name and date. For the rating, I use this part to transform the value of the range field to stars. The number of voting stars will be filled in with yellow. In the case that there is no previous review, this text will be shown. I add some CSS to style the review as well. Now, let's check the result. It works as expected. I have already shown restaurants on an archive page like this. Our work is calculating and displaying the average rating for each restaurant. I make use of the template for the archive page. I also use this part to get all the reviews about the current restaurant. Next, this line is to initialize this variable with the default value of 0. Then, it will be plus the value of this field. This is our formula for calculating the average. Next, we'll show the results in stars. Also, use the part of the code we used in the previous step to transform the rating to stars. We loop through 5 stars. It shows a full star if the average is high enough, a half star if it's in between, and an empty star otherwise. This line is to show the average rating and the number of reviews. I'm adding some CSS for it. And this is the final look of my archive page. It brings an overview for guests. When you submit a review, the rating and number the review will be updated. That's the end of today's tutorial. If you want to learn more about how to play around with meta box and custom fields, custom post types, relationships, and others, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye!